how many 10 years you have. That's the quantum. Then you reverse calculate that, you get that amount. So 5 million divided by 2, you got 5 million divided by 2, or 5 million. I want to get 1 million now. 1 million US dollar debts. So 1 million US dollar debts, every month I need to pay around 800 US dollars, 8,000 US dollars. 8,000 US dollars based on the amortization of 70% on the interest. 5,600 is my interest. Yeah. So that is how you calculate. So then you say 1 million debt, right? My ROI on the average is around 6%. Therefore, I'm getting 5,000. You understand? ROI is 6%. So don't try, so minus 500 US dollars. You understand what I'm saying? But it's okay. What I'm trying to say is, you will get all this information now. So I'm bringing you to the top, to look down. You understand? Or you don't look down and look up, and you don't know what is happening. I always tell people, be on top of the game, not in the game. Right? There's a lot of people who are different. They process information differently. Right? They are passive people, they are the active people, there are people who are more logical, there are people who are more emotional, there are those other people. I teach that class as well. It's called DNA class. Everybody is different. Psychological test class. I understand people. You need to understand people. Finally, coming back. So, what I'm trying to impress upon all of us here is that the FFN become very important for us. Right? So like her, or some of you here, say, oh, I have the cash, I have it, my parents have it, my family have it, I'm lucky, you're blessed. So, when you take on this information, you feel very excited. But for those of you who are not there, you're moving up, just like me, 10 over years ago, just like me. I committed suicide at 28. I committed 3 times in my life. 1 real one, 2 fake ones. The peer pressure. I look at my people, all my friends are in their 50s, their 60s. At that time, I was like close to 30. Peer pressure. At 30 plus, my friends are like 50. I look at them for Mercedes, for BM, for all the good car. But I'm their friend, but I'm a small boy, but I look at them, I want to be like that, I want very fast to be like them, so I do all funny things. So I got a lot of wrong things in my life. So then, luckily, first time committed suicide, second time created one, it was very painful, I know, so I didn't do it. The third time was the same thing, very painful, I know, I didn't do it. But they're not anymore. I go what I say, I'm thankful. But today I'm rich. I'm considered rich. You know, in US, the average people, they make income of 50,000 US dollars. Oh. Average, that's called average. Average, 50,000 a year. 50,000. People who are rich, consider 1% in US, they make 450,000 a year. 1%. Top 1% people in US, top 1%, they start from 450,000 and up. 450,000 and up. Top 1%. Is it a lot? It's not. For me, I'm already there. I'm considered very rich. Some of you are here also. What? I mean, 500,000 a year? So little. You are considered 1% in US. 1% in US. So I'm lucky today. But you know what? I'm an orphan. I'm just 46. My father left me, my mother left me, I inherit now. I'm just 46, I don't have parents anymore. I have one brother, and that's it. I need all this money for what's happening. So I'm there. Likewise, I tell you, those of you who are starting, don't become like me. Start. Don't care about the left or right. You keep yourself tender. You work very hard. Once you make it, people will look for you. to become friends. You don't need to go and look for people, these people. No need. Seriously, don't need. You better focus in your work.
Yes.
Just focus and make money and buy property. And you wait for 10 years. Your big brother, tell you this. You definitely make it. You only need 10 years. You mark my word, you only need 10 years. You need to work hard 10 years. Do not die on cash flow. That's it. Buy that, don't die on cash flow. Don't go into bad debts. Just go into property debt. 10 years you will do that. You mark my word. In Vietnam, oh my God, I see Vietnam as 10 years in Malaysia. Your financial system is so easy to play with because there's a lot of gray area.
Yeah.
3 years ago, there's even more. But now, it's a little bit harder. They are locking. You know? Why? Because Vietnamese don't pay tax. And the government needs tax. The government right now is doing very much to take your money. Now there's good and there's no good. Why? Good means to say your financial system will go better. When your financial system go better, the people in Vietnam are more predictable. When you are predictable, that is where bank will lower their interest. Bank make the interest high is because Vietnamese are not predictable yet. You understand? That is human nature. That is logic in business. If I cannot predict you, I will give you higher interest.
Yeah.
Only when the financial system unifies and make all of you predictable, that is where the foreign bank will come in and make the interest lower. You understand? When they make the interest lower, your FD rate will go down. You don't need to FD give you so much money already. Because you are predictable to that. That is the logic for all the world to run the world economy. You understand? So, but this kind of information, not everybody understands it. Because not many people can explain like what I explained. Okay? So that is why I say your interest will go down. And your tenure will go up more. You go to 30 years. Okay? If you remember the FN calculator, there's only two inputs. The loan amount, you key in, then they will ask you interest rate, they will ask you how many years. Then you get the answer. Yes? There's two things to change the landscape of property. The interest and also the time of your borrowing. Of your loan. So in order for the government
Anh ơi không nói chuyện đi.
to make everyone afford houses for the young, because there's 50 million of the young people, to make them afford houses is to do two things. One is to push the younger generation to make more money on their active income, so that they will do all sorts of activities. They'll do a lot of loans for the young people to push their income up. Second is to push the interest lower so that the young can afford, so that the installment will not be that high. The key is the installment. As long as the installment is not high, the young people can afford it.
Yeah.
So in order for you to push down, there's only two levels. One level is interest rate go down. Another level is the tenure go to 35 years. If you understand this, then the interest will go down. The reason why the interest go down and the tenure go longer is because you want lower installment for the young generation. You understand?
Yeah.
That's the only way the young generation can do it. So if you want popular support, you definitely need to do this. There is a reason why your Prime Minister, yes, last year got and then went to all places and start. Correct? Am I right to say that?
Yes.
And then make the country lean again. You understand? So once only that, your country then becomes more developed. Then investor comes in, you are more predictable. And then the interest will go down, the tenure will go longer. And then the young generation will go more. And when that happens, you'll be filthy rich already. You understand? If you buy today and you wait for that day to happen, and it's very soon, right? Because of the opening, because of the internet, I tell you, your property price will have another run. So that's why I say, oh my God, I say, in 10 years time, with you around, I come to Vietnam, I don't need to bring my wallet. I just need to call my student. My student every day will give me 1 million. You understand? Yeah. So that's why I encourage those of you who are young. I'm telling you now, you are starting one property, two property, three property. I'm telling you now, you look at us, we start from nothing as well. I start from nothing as well. So you need to understand the power of leverage. Later I'll tell you that. Later and after, I'll show you the chart. Okay? It's just, for me, I try to actually balance off this class. I know some of you are well to do. There are people who are willing to start off. Yeah, so I just want all of us, to look at not today, to look on our FFN and 10 years. I just want to focus on that. When you focus on that, then your life will be more hopeful. You will look forward to waking up in the morning. You have a reason why you want to do what you do. You understand? And then for those rich ones, yeah. You see, if you buy a rental EQ at 2 or 3 or even 4 in a very good area, hey, you buy the right one. Don't buy. I always tell people, don't buy cheap. Don't buy cheap. Right? If you cannot afford it, don't buy yet. Don't buy first. Okay? But you want to buy, you buy good ones with a very good price. But don't buy cheap. Because you buy a bag, buy a back lane, all that doesn't serve you a purpose. We are buying debts. So if you buy that, whether it is for 1,000, 600,000, whether it is 1,000, 400,000, refinance that money going do charity work. Go give dialysis center, go and build whatever you want, build school or build something and do something about it. Because you refinance it, 10 years, 7 years, 8 years, it will double back. The money will never go, you will never disappear. When you buy that, the money will never disappear. It's very beautiful. So when I refinance, 100,000 euro here. Okay, it's 100,000. I'll try to get it. Because I refinance, the money will go up again. Of course, I refinance 200,000, probably 100,000 buy myself a watch. 100,000 to charity. Yeah, that's life. That's what you can do. I started from nothing. Yeah? So I hope that encourages you. Alright? Okay, the lady at the back there. Okay, just now. Who is at the back there? Just now, want to ask? Okay, another one here later. Okay, come. Yeah? Go ahead.
Anh ơi,
Rất cảm ơn thầy đến thông tin thú vị trong ngày qua này. Thì có một câu hỏi rất nhỏ thôi là cái cách tính LOI như thầy đã nói thì nó tính như thế nào, bởi vì có vẻ như trong bất động sản và trong cái tính toán cái LOI của cái tiền thuê ấy, thì có vẻ rất giống như thông thường tôi hiểu thế. Tôi biết là thầy có thể tích lại cái tính của LOI của trong cái tiền thuê này không ạ? Cảm ơn thầy.
Right. rental ROI. Okay. I would want to, if possible, okay, you may ask again, you give me a case study, a scenario, a true scenario, and I answer from there. Because I don't know how to actually explain in such a broad manner.
Vâng. Thế tôi hiểu thì ROI thông thường tính là dựa trên cái lợi nhuận so sánh với vốn đầu tư. Thế thì trong trường hợp mà cho thuê bất động sản thì cái tiền thu về hay gọi là cái lợi nhuận mà mình thu về so với cái giá đầu tư ấy, thì là nó so sánh như thế nào? Ví dụ như là cái tiền thuê nhà trong một tháng so với tổng trị giá đầu tư hay là tiền thuê nhà.
What's your popular ROI? What is your popular ROI?
Cái cách hiểu thông thường ROI là cái lợi nhuận thu được trong một kỳ kinh doanh chia cho vốn đầu tư. Đấy, thì ở đây thì có thể là 1 năm hoặc là 1 quý hay gì đó. Nhưng mà trong trường hợp mà đi thuê nhà ấy, thì không biết là ta tính cái ROI đấy nó như thế nào, nó so sánh với cái gì. Ví dụ như trong thời gian 1 tháng, hay là trong thời gian 1 năm, hay trong cả cái kỳ mình tính toán. Ví dụ như là mình tính toán một kỳ 10 năm với bất động sản đấy, thì cái tiền thuê nhà thu được chia giá của toàn bộ cái bất động sản đấy, thì thực tế là như thầy nói có phải cách tính như thế không, hay là tính như thế nào?
Okay. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. Now, have you do you buy property? Do you buy? Okay. What type of property do you buy?
Là nhà dự án.
Or how do you put it?
Shop house.
Shop house. Okay. Now, why do you buy?
Mua để mục đích để tăng giá vốn.
Okay, you aim at capital gain. Very good. Once you buy that capital gain, you buy it with cash or you buy it with loan?
Mua kết hợp cả có tiền mặt và tiền vay.
Okay, so means to say you do have some property with loan, yes? Okay, now when you take the loan, you need to pay installment, yes?
Đúng rồi.
So you need ROI to cover the installment, yes?
Đúng rồi.
Okay. What if you have properties where the installment is higher than the rental, and you need to negatively gear it?
Hiện tại thì với bất động sản mà tôi đã có thì tôi không có chưa cho thuê được, cho nên không tính toán cái ROI cho cái phần thuê.
Oh, you cannot rent it out.
Đúng rồi.
Okay, so the property is right now can't be rented but it's empty, yes?
Đúng rồi.
Why is it empty?
Bởi vì nó chưa hoàn thiện. Nếu mà cần hoàn thiện, nếu cần phải đầu tư thêm một khoản nữa để hoàn thiện cái bất động sản đó thì mới có thể cho thuê được.
Okay, so means to say it's not possible for people to use it now at the moment, yes?
Đúng rồi.
Okay, then then it's not a very good example for all the students for us to learn. Okay, but it's okay. What I'm trying to say is this. Okay, you see, when you talk about ROI, at the end of the day, you buy property to make money. Yes. Yes. Okay. So when you talk about rental, okay, you don't even have rental now, but it's okay. You see, rental minus off installment. Yes, it's either positive or negative. Yes.
Positive.
Understand?
Yeah.
Either positive or negative.
Normally.
That is what we call risk management. Yes, because you still need to pay installment. Yes, yes. Not only you need to pay installment. What if your business failed and you couldn't even pay the installment? Is that a possibility? Yes. So that's the risk. So if you have so much risk, why do you even buy property? That's a question to ask. Why? He said, capital gain. Good. So means to say, his reward of going into such stress is capital gain. You understand?
Yes.
Yes. So if you go to such stress, with such risk, you want gain. That is capital gain. So forget about, if possible, I'm sorry, be very politely tell you, forget about the way you understand things. Let's learn the logic. So one is risk, one is return. We manage that better than whatever people are talking about here. You understand? If I take this risk, this is my reward. I will calculate whether it's worth my time or not. If these two things is not good, if it is not worth your time doing, then take all your money and put it in the FD, you get 7%. It's fair. Do you understand? So that's opportunity cost. If I sacrifice my money 7% in the bank, I will take that and I will buy the property. I will consider risk and reward. Which one is better?
Okay.
Fair? So don't talk about ROI. It's more confusing now. The more you talk like that, it's more confusing. Right? So rental, my rental is monthly. Okay. Multiply 12. Why? Because if you go to the bank calculates 7% monthly or yearly. Yearly. So you calculate by year. So monthly rental should not be calculated monthly because the ROI you must multiply 12. You understand? Because then it becomes yearly divided by the property value. If you pay cash, that means to say that is your ROI. In this case, property we have around 4, 5, 6. It's not worth it, correct? That's why people sometimes feel, 4, 5% have to fix the water problem, the electrical problem. No, worth it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then you buy cash. But if you consider inflation, then it makes sense. You understand? That it makes sense. You understand? Yeah. So in general, you buy property, the ROI is calculated by per year, right? And then having the inflated rate, we want to know, is it inflated every year at average 7% or 8% or 9%? Average. So if you buy 200,000 cash, it's not worth it. Okay. If you are able to buy 200,000 cash, it's not worth it. For me, I feel it's not worth it at all. Why? Because if I have 200,000 cash, okay, I'll probably buy 50%. I'll buy two. I'll put 100,000 here, I'll put 100,000 here. So then I have 400,000. You understand? Because the key is we don't have many 10 years to build our wealth. You must understand we don't have many 10 years. So if you put cash 200,000 here, when it doubles, it's only 4. But if you put 50% of 200,000 and you can buy 2, 400,000 become 800,000. I don't have many 10 years. So if I borrow 50%, my rental I think should be able to cover the installment. So I just need to wait and hold for 7 years, 8 years for it to double. You understand? Or even best, 400,000, sorry, 200,000. If you can, I will buy 4 of 200,000, which I'll put $50,000 as a deposit for 4 200,000. You understand what I'm saying? So then I will have 1.6 million. Sorry, 800,000. 200,000. If I have 200,000 cash today, if I scenario 1, if now I have 200,000 cash. Number 1, I will buy cash. So I'll buy 200. Scenario 2, I'll buy at 50%. Alright, then I will have 2 houses. 200, 200. You understand? Scenario 3, I'll buy 4 houses. Okay, 4 houses. I'll buy at not 50%, I'll buy 25%. You understand? Okay, I will buy 1, 2, 3, 4. You understand? 25%. I put 25% down payment. You understand?
Yeah.
I can buy 4. You understand? So now become 200, 200, 200, 200. So this is 800, this is 400, this is 200. Which one you want? If you have the cash, right? If you have the cash, which one would you want to buy? Because I buy this. You understand? Because when I borrow this at 75% of loan, alright, who is paying for the loan? The tenant. Do you understand?
Yes.
Plus me. Whatever, then you calculate how much is the negative.
Yeah.
You calculate how much is negative every month. Multiply 12 months. Multiply 7 years or 8 years. What happens if this double? Do you understand or not?
Yes.
So that is the key. So how many 10 years you have? Today you are 30. Tomorrow you are 40. You know? So within that 10 years, how much you are able to do, it depends on what resources that you have in your pocket. Every people buy differently. That's what I'm trying to say. I cannot teach you. You have to decide. I cannot teach you what to do. It's not my duty to teach you. I can teach you the logic so that you can think. There's a reason why I'm building this community, so that all of us can help each other. You understand? So I'm not God. I'm just God sent. Yes. I tell you, when you go and live your life, you understand? You don't need to suffer on this earth. You understand? You don't need to suffer on this earth. You got the knowledge. Knowledge removes fear. You need to understand your options. Normally when I tell my students, I say, you tell me your options, then I will try and advise you on your choices. You understand? I will advise you. It's not, I don't have the rights to teach you how you should live your life. But my duty is to help you to make better choices. That is my duty. When I teach you something, you learn something, and then you are able to actually have new method to choose on how you should do things. So that is what called choices, new choices. If you don't learn, you don't make new choices. You don't know how to make new choices because you are using your old method to do things. You get old experiences, you get old emotion, you get all the old things, and then you expect new result. No way, cannot. That is that. So if you look at this, if I have 200,000, alright, cash, where I also have my business who can also fund the negative, I will do this. You understand? If my business is good, I will fund them to do this. You understand? So it's different level of thinking. This is how, when you do business, there are only 3 ways how you make money. Business. There's only 3 ways. You don't know? There's only 3 ways. You take 3 ways. You run your business like taking care of a son. You run your business like taking care of a daughter. And you run a business like taking care of a pig.
Pig.
There's only 3 ways. You take care of a son, take care of a daughter, and take care of a pig. Okay? Yeah. Take care of a pig. So, but it's funny, right? But it's true. Because when you take care of when you incorporate a company, you have to take care of that company, yes? And the people all inside, yes? Yes or no? Yes. So when you incorporate that, you take care, if you treat the business like a son, that means to say you have to take care of his education, take care of his manners, take care of his look, take care of his etiquette, discipline, right? So when you take care is something like you take care of the business to go on public listing. So means to say, if you take care of a son, if you want to exit in your business, you go public listing. That is what it means. Take care as a son. If you take care as a daughter, that's different. You take care of the daughter like you want to marry the daughter to a rich man. Yes? Yeah, of course.
Why not?
Yeah, it will save you 30 years journey. What does it mean? You sell your company share to public listed company. You understand? So you design the business from day one so that you can attract public listed company to buy you over. Just carefully listen what I say. You design the business from day one for public listed company to buy your company. Do you understand?
Yeah, right.
IPO.
Yeah. So you don't need to go on IPO yourself. You marry to an IPO. You understand? So it's like if you know the rich man like big boobs. I'm sorry my language, but you try to be funny. Then you make sure you let your daughter eat papaya every day.
Yeah.
Is it not funny?
It's true. It's true.
And then if you want your daughter, the rich man like very curvaceous body, so you tie a belt from the day she's born. Tie her up so that she like that. like oh my god, like that. So you plan from day one. You understand? So you take care of you make the company beautiful. That's what I mean. Beautiful and so attractive that the IPO people want to buy you. You understand? You report good profit. You train good people so that they can actually buy you over with your people. You design in such a way that they want it. You understand? So then what? You raise a pig. What is a pig? So pig, you put lipstick, and then you wear mini skirt. You make it so fat, so juicy. By me saying that is that you make the company be very profitable, and then you sell the whole company away. You sell the pig to a roast farm so they can have roast pig. You understand?
Yeah.
So I say I don't care, just take the whole company. I don't want. So how do you do that? Ken, right? I'll teach you afterward before lunch. This is what we call 羊毛出在猪身上，牛铁钱. It's very difficult to say this, but how many of you know Mandarin? 对不对？华语虽然会讲华语的，对不对？记住，OK， 怎么样翻译？你教我。羊毛出在猪身上，牛铁钱。羊毛出在 羊毛出在猪身上，羊毛出在猪身上，牛给钱，有没有这个 proverb？ 在夜谈有没有？羊毛出在猪身上有没有？羊毛出在猪身上，羊毛出在猪身上，牛给钱，身上牛给钱。Okay, I explain. You want to learn? This is for afternoon session, but since I'm in the mood telling you this, I can tell. Okay, because this is part of your learning as well. Okay, it's like 羊毛出在猪身上，牛给钱。It's like 羊毛出在猪身上，牛给钱。So 羊毛出在猪身上。So the pig is very cold, right? So he needs. Okay, I tell you the story. It's much easier because that's proverb. I tell you the story, then you understand. Because this is very good for all of us. Because in the 11 o'clock, at 11 o'clock I need to tell you this story. But since then I'm telling you now. You want to learn?
Yes.
Okay.
Funny, huh? So one day there's this pig. It's going to winter. And this pig lives in Hanoi. So it's very cold. It's winter, right? So this pig, very cold. So okay, oh, winter is coming. I don't want. I need to think how I can make myself warm. So the pig thinks, oh, very good. I see I have a friend. He's a sheep, goat, sheep, whatever. So there's a lot of fur. So you go to the sheep. He said, sheep, my friend, since you have so much fur, or you call it wool or something like that, can you give it to me? He said, no, cannot. But in actual fact, the sheep wanted to give. Because the sheep is very heavy now. The fur is a lot. And then the fur is covering the eyes. But because of ethics, you don't want to give. Because if you want my fur, can give me money. The pig said, I don't have money, but you got so much, give me some, can or not? I said, no. You have to pay me money. There's ethics. I cannot give you for free. No. You get, I can sell you cheap, but cannot sell, cannot give free. Okay, so the pig said, oh, fine. No, sorry. Let me think. I go okay. So the pig, think. Oh, someone owe me a favor. That Mr. Cow owe me a favor. Or Mr. Cow owe me, no, Miss Cow owe me a cow, female cow. Owe me a favor. Okay. So the pig went to the cow. Cow, can you give me some money? I need to buy fur. So can you give me some money? The cow said, bro, I don't have money. You owe me a favor. Last time you tell me, I ask you things, you will give it to me. But now I want money, you never give me. You never meet your promise. The cow said, I really don't have money. How? Whatever you want I can give, but no money. Then the pig said, okay, that's the case. I want your milk. Oh, the cow very happy. Why the cow very happy? Because the cow is a female cow, got no milk. But no people take the milk out. You see, if you don't take the milk out, okay, no people help her to take the milk out, the breast will become hardened. Next time, there's no milk. So in actual fact, the cow very happy. Oh, so the cow very happily give the milk, very happily. So the pig very smart, take the milk and then go to the market and sell. And the market very happy because it's fresh milk. The market happy. So when the market happy, market give money to the pig. Is the pig happy?
Yes.
Pig happy. So pig happy because the cow gives the milk. Is the cow happy?
Yes.
Cow also happy. So now then the pig take the money go to the ship, and then say, ship, this is the money. Then is the ship happy? Oh my God, got the money, plus can take off all the fur, not so heavy. Oh, so everybody happy, correct?
Alright.
In this story, who lose?
No one.
Ah, how can you have a story without not losing? Everyone have intention. Normally, when you have intention, one person get, one person lose. Correct. But why in this case, all win? The market happy.
Because it's circle.
Yes. The cow very happy. The pig got what she wanted. And then the sheep also very happy. Now, how to create this economy?
It's a circle.
That is the key. Ah. So how do you create, how many of you want to learn how to create this economy?
Yes.
I'll teach you afterward. I'll teach you afterward. Especially for the business people. I'll teach you afterward. Yeah, yes. Everybody happy. So, is it a good story?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Now, are you looking forward for how you can apply this story to your business? Huh? I will teach you how to do that. I've helped many people in Malaysia. I've helped many, right? So I don't teach this in the public actually. I teach this in my higher advanced class. There is a business class, not the normal investment class. But I just feel that I have the obligation to share to the public. Why? It's because many people in Malaysia, not many, sorry, in Malaysia, after listening to my class 3 days, they go crazy. They go out, they buy. And then without considering the consequences, they die. So if you Google my if you Google my name in Malaysia, there's a lot of negative things about me as well.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Because
Consequence.
they die, not because they come to my class, but somehow the public is able to relate that dying to Adrian.
Yeah.
Because I'm the most popular on there. You know why sometimes? Yeah, so the only way I fight back is by my students' success. Right? If you look at my class, I have a lot of success cases. So anyone die because of poverty, they will relate to it in Malaysia. Anyone. I have something to do with it. All the negative one have something to do with it. Because I'm very popular there. Right? But anyway, coming back to this. It's because of that, I feel that it's my obligation to share this story in the private event. Normally I will share this. So I will share this, and you are the first group we can to listen to this because I just shared this because of COVID. Because of COVID these 2 years, I've been quiet myself down, and I feel that I want to share this. And during this few sessions that I in Malaysia, I get very good response. So other than my advanced classes, those business people who are network, we have a network business people. I teach that they become very successful on that. But I teach that 5 years ago. So I don't share it in normal public. But now I think I need to share it in normal public. So I will share it with you at the level. Alright? Okay. I hope that's a good question, right? That's a good question. No question is a stupid question. Right? Some people just don't understand. Right? So you must understand. Don't talk about ROI and stuff like that. Don't confuse yourself with the mathematical formula. If that is possible, just consider be a bit more stupid. Right? What's my risk? What's my reward? What's my time? It's opportunity cost. That's it. Worst case. You understand? So just buy. Just wait. Then you might be asking, then where to buy? Right? What type of property to buy? Yes or no? If you see, yesterday from morning until evening, I did not teach anything about property. You come for property classes, but I didn't teach property. I teach what? I teach debts. I talk about debt. Okay, now you understand that. You understand what debt can do. Today I teach property, but we're only in the afternoon session. I'll teach property. This session is also using all the information you know yesterday. This session until lunch, I will teach you how to use it for yourself. Okay. Then only you'll choose property. I will teach this using yourself. Alright? Okay, another one here. Okay, back Mike, last one. Okay, Mike, last one. Okay, Mike, last one. Okay, good enough already. Okay, good enough already. I say 3, then later on tomorrow you can ask someone. Okay.
Chào thầy và cả lớp. Từ hôm qua đến giờ thì mình nói nhiều về debt, thì ai cũng hiểu là mình vai debt.
No sound. Okay, thank you.
Câu hỏi của em là hôm qua đến giờ mình nói nhiều về debt, về nợ, mình
Okay.
Mình nói nhiều về nợ thì nghĩ là bản thân mình và các học viên ở đây đó, mình quan tâm đến chuyện nợ nó sẽ liên quan đến trả nợ. Thì liên quan đến trả nợ mình sẽ nói về cái dòng tiền, về cái income. Thầy hay nói là không có được để cái income nó chết. Thì thầy có thể chia sẻ về cái kinh nghiệm của mình là làm sao để mình đảm bảo cái dòng tiền. Cảm ơn thầy.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, good.
That's exactly what I'm going to teach now. This is what I'm going to teach now. You see, the way that you take this away, the way that you take this away, the way that you said that, alright, is very, very, very true. Okay. Yesterday was one-way street. Okay, this is one-way street. Money. Let it go. One-way street. Today is about risk management. So that's where you come in. Now, when you buy, there's 2 portfolio of people. 2 portfolios. One is employee portfolio. Another one is business portfolio. How do you buy? That is the key. Alright? How do you buy? That's the key. So now let's go into the study. Okay? How do you buy? Okay. Before that, okay, before we go into that, yesterday we didn't finish the class. Okay? I talked about refinancing. Okay? So let me finish with this one first. Okay? Let me finish with this one first, and then we'll study a little bit. We'll go for a break, and then we'll come back. Okay? So we are in between, we just have one break. Okay, good. One break. Okay, good. So now, come. Okay. So yesterday, there's this refinancing. We did not finish. Okay? So, give me the slide to thank you. Now, so yesterday, those of you at the back, don't worry, you will push this thing down. Gabriel, how long? Okay. So don't worry, you will push this thing down, up, you push it up, some more up, some more up, some more. Line. Okay. Can you see now at the back? Okay, wait, shh. Don't take the photo first. Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry about this. Okay. This one, all right. This slide. Let me finish it first. Tell you the story first. Then I will stop. You can take photo. Is it okay? I'll stop and then you take photo. But you let me tell you the story first, because if I don't tell you the story, you will not be able to understand. You understand? Yeah, just let me tell you the story first. Okay? Alright, now this person take a 500,000 loan. Okay? So understanding 500,000 loan, how much you are paying every month? Divided by 100, yes. 5,000, yes. Minus of 20, yes. Or around 4,000, yes. Now, wow, you're very smart. Very good. Well done. Oh, you look at the number, you know. Very good. You look at the number, you know. Very good. Understand? But when you talk about the loan 500,000, okay, it doesn't mean that the value of the property is 500,000. It can be 600,000 because you put 100,000. You understand? It depends on how you want to look at the numbers. Understand? Okay, because I'm talking about a broader picture. You understand what I mean? You understand what I mean? Yeah, so you are talking about full loan. You understand? We take about full loan. You understand?
Yeah.
You don't buy it 30% or 40%, you put 40% down payment, 50%. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about full leverage. You understand? Huh? So you take a loan of 500,000. Every month you need to pay around 4,000. Yes. Hopefully you can get 4,000 rental. Yes. In this case, the exact 3,800. Right? Understand? Huh? Not difficult, huh? Okay. Now, as you pay, okay, is it possible that your rental is at 2,500? Is it possible? Is it possible?
Yes.
Yeah. So what that is what we call negative gearing. Remember? Negative gearing. Remember? Okay, good. So let's 3,000, let's 2,005, then negative gearing 2,005 is negative 1,300. Yes? So is it worth? That's a question already. Yes? So but the thing is, if you look at 3,008, easier to say 4,000, much easier. 4,000, right? 70% is 2,800 is interest. Yes? You get 2,500. So a person with money, you don't mind. You understand? It's just from pocket A go to pocket B only, to the different account. You understand? As long as the property price don't go down, your money is over there. You understand? Okay, so you have 3,000. Yeah. So you understand that. So you, even if you are negative, okay, you survive along the way at 10 years, for example. And the property inflated at 7%, it will become 1 million valuation. Understand? So far okay, huh? It goes to 1 million. So far okay? Understand, huh? Now, at 1 million, right? At 1 million, the valuation at 1 million, right? If the rental is at 8%, so it's 6,006. If the rental is 6%, how much? 6%, magic number is 200. Remember? Very smart. So 1 million means to say rental is 5,000. Do you understand now? Yeah, now very smart. So if 5,000 minus or 4,000 is still additional 1,000 US dollars. Do you understand? If it's 6%. Understand so far? So if it's 4%, divide by 300. If it's 3%, divide by 400. You will get that. Do you understand now? So now you understand how to play with the numbers. You are much faster. If you look at it, oh, one look, you know, like that. So now, hopefully, you do not need to pay, hopefully your rental increase, hopefully. And as your rental increase, normally 10 to 12 years, normally, right? You don't need to pay negative anymore. You understand? Normally, because you increase rental. You understand? Normally, you don't need to worry about it. After 10 to 12 years, it's autopilot. You get the rental of the rental increment, and then you pay off your installment. That is the beauty about property investment. Okay? So after so you don't have the reason why you want to sell anymore, unless the property there is not good. But if it's good, keep it. What is good? Good means to say it's constantly inflating minimum at 7%. Because our FD is 7. You understand? 10 years it will be. But if you are bullish 10%, good. 7 years double. You understand? So the quantum becomes shorter. You understand? So you can program your mind in such a way. Then after 20 years, you will go to from 1 million to 2 million now. Do you understand now? So far okay? Understand? Okay, but the rental can be 8%, can be 7%, can be 6%. Possible? It's your choice. But I'm sharing this by telling us the thought structure. The structure how you think. Do you understand? So you see image, your mind is more clearer. Please silence the phone. Is it okay? So if possible, been ringing the whole morning. Is it okay that all of us silence our phone first? If you have not silent it, please silent it first. And then if you don't mind, just silence the phone for a little bit. Then it's much easier. Because I'm not to say it's not good. It's just that I'm not good in mathematics. So when your phone rings, I cannot calculate anymore. So you have to PT me. Understand? When your phone rings, my mind, where? Because mathematics, I hate mathematics. How many of you understand? Raise your hand. Those of you who understand, you hate mathematics. So, yeah, when you talk about mathematics too long, I cannot. My mind is connected to mathematics. Suddenly the phone ring. You cut the line. My genius don't know where it went. You know. So easy. Okay, now, because mathematics is a very difficult thing for me. It's not easy for me. I'm not good in mathematics. But when I okay, so then, okay, so if you want to take a photo, you can take it. Okay, if you want to take a photo, you can take it. Okay, this is the color. Later on, I'll give it. Okay, so basically, if you look at it, this is your image how you become wealthy. You understand? Understand, huh? Yeah. if yeah. So this is the image of you buying that is you become wealthy. So I hope this image will be forever in your head. Do you understand? You understand? So like for me it's all picture, but this one is an image. So you look at the image, you can tell a lot of stories. Yeah? Because if I tell you from like if yesterday first day morning I let you see this, you can understand but you don't know the essence of the whole story. Because yesterday we went through a lot of things, then you understand it. Understand? So this is the whole finale of yesterday. Do you understand? Yeah. Now the finale is going to be better. Now let me build this. Alright? Oh sorry, take this one, sorry. This one. Take again. So I forgot that. Alright? So the ROI can be 8, 7, 6. You calculate the ROI. Okay, minus of the repayment. The repayment is constant. Okay? Okay, good. Okay. Now, I want to make a statement here. Okay, so that you will understand what is debt is all about. Okay. Now, if you look at this chart, okay, let's say, listen carefully, guys. Debts is a very interesting thing if you understand it, but many people don't understand. Okay, so if I want to talk to you about debts, how money is created, how bank is done, and stuff like that, I will probably need another 1 hour, which I will not go into that because that's too complicated. Right? But I'm very good at explaining it. Okay, one day I'll do it. Right? I want you to understand a fundamental thing about that, so that you will forever not forget it. Okay? You see, just imagine that we are in this time. Now it's 2022. Just imagine we are in 2020. Much easier. Okay? Just imagine that. Just imagine at this point. Just imagine at this point of time. This point of time is 2020. Understand? 2020. Understand? We buy a debt of 500,000. Listen carefully what I say. I'm trying to say it slowly so that you understand. At this point of time, 2020, you buy a debt of 500,000. 500,000. Okay. So you buy the debt of 500,000 at 200. At 2020, this 500,000, is it a lot? To many people, it's a lot. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. So this is a very expensive loan. And then at this point of time, you take this debt, you are paying 3,008. Okay? That is the installment you commit for 25 years to 30 years. Understand? Listen carefully what I say. You buy a debt of 500,000, okay, and you commit to pay for 30 years for 3,800. Okay. Is 3,800 a lot today? A lot, huh? To many, it's a lot. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, $3,800 is a lot. You commit to pay. Listen carefully, huh? Okay, good. Now, when in future, the time now is no longer 2020, it's 2030. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is not after 10 years. Alright? I want to fast forward. Now it's not 2030, it's 2040. Okay. 20 years from now. Okay. Now let me ask you this question. You think about what I said. Is this 3,800 expensive or cheap? After this, at this time, expensive or cheap? Cheap. Now you say cheap. But at this time you say expensive. Now at this time you say cheap. So you are buying a debt that is constant for 30 years. It's a cheap debt. Because at this time, how much is worth? 2 million. Because your children, listen carefully what I say. Your children at 2040, when they want to buy the property, is no longer 500,000, it will be 2 million. Do you understand? Hello? Yes. So at your children, they will feel that this is expensive as well. It progresses. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because this amount, what is the special thing about this? It's 3,800 committed at a stretch of 30 years. Oh my God, it's a cheap debt.
Alright.
Do you understand or not?
Okay. Yes.
That is the beauty about debts. A lot of people don't understand this. How many of you get goosebumps when you see this? When you understand? Yes, it is. You go crazy. That is why countries go into debts. You don't understand. I can tell you a lot of stories, then I will be like, the normal people don't understand. So when you buy a debt that is committed, you pay 30 years, it's a very cheap debt. No debt you can pay in 30 years. Even business loan is only 5 years. In Malaysia, 7 years. Business loan. The principal is very high. For this, the principal you are stretched in 30 years is so freaking cheap. You understand? And then the beautiful part about it is you refinance, you go for another 20 or 30 years. It's a very cheap debt. You commit that amount, little amount, in 30 years, as in 10 years, 20 years, the amount becomes very cheap. You understand? Because of inflation. It's how the rich people think. So a lot of people fear that. In actual fact, that is good. with property. Because with
Mai về,
property,
Mai
it has stretched to 30 years. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. So do not buy a property and pay in 10 years. That's stupid. Because in 10 years,
Valuation is 1 million.
this is still expensive. But if you stretch it to 30 years, shit, at this point of time, it's so cheap. You understand or not? So don't be worried about the interest. Interest is not relevant. Because at the end of the day, people are paying for us. You understand?
Okay.
This is why you choose the fixed installment instead of the fixed.
Yeah, that's why I choose fixed installment better. But it depends. Because if you choose fixed installment, what if the installment fall, the rate go down? Which I know for sure it will go down. For me, I know it will go down. It's your choice. I cannot decide for you. I dare not decide for you. You understand? If for me, I will choose to fluctuate because I know it will go down long term.
Yeah.
But it's your choice. It's a choice. You understand? When? We don't know. Your metro line also don't know. Correct. The metro line talking so long, but your new prime minister, I know definitely he's going to do something. I'm very sure already. Yeah. So those days is different. Today, different people taking orders. So again, I know it's your choice to believe or not believe. Because everything is a forecast. You forecast it right, you do the right decision today, you will reap the fruit. If you forecast it wrong and you do the decision today, you will get wrong fruit. Yes?
Yeah.
So it's how people go rich and some people go poor. It's a choice. Some people never make a choice for their poor. Also, some people don't make a choice, they don't want to choose. Then you go, fine. Then you remain working for us. That's it. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many of you feel, oh my God, yeah, true. $3,800 today is expensive, but 10, 20 years is so freaking cheap. Say, you good law. Now you pay only $3,800 for this property. Hey, yeah. You understand? That is something that we talk. I tell future pacing. You need to transport yourself to 2030, look back. You need to transport yourself to 2040, look back. You understand? Then you will understand. Oh, luckily I take the $3,800 loan. Now you will take this kind of loan. $10,000 You understand? You understand? Yeah. But if you cannot pay installment, you die. That is the catch. Do you understand or not? So that is why I say rich people cannot die. If they know how
To get a loan.
to take or to calculate the risk. You understand what I'm trying to say? Some people, they are not educated, they get a lottery, in 3 years, they broke again. You understand? They don't know how to manage. They don't know how to manage the risk. They don't know how to grow the money. But now you know. So whatever things you commit, make sure your installment you pay first. You can loan sharp money, talk to them nicely, stop calculating, make it a fix, and then ask them to give you 5, 10 years, you will pay that. You understand? Don't let the interest run. Just tell them that. Okay, I borrowed 50,000 from you. Okay, fine. I'll pay you 100,000. Okay? But don't calculate interest anymore. If you want that, if you don't want, then kill me lah. I have one life only. You kill me, your 100,000 also what? Or you don't like 150,000, I commit to you. Oh, full stop. Don't calculate anymore. If you want to kill me lah, I die. So I will then once you commit that, you buy property. That is how I got through my life. I went to the loan shark. I tell the loan shark, if you want to calculate like that, then today, this is nice. Kill me. I said, I'm not your only account. Please understand that. I said, I will forever take out your phone. I'm not your only account. I said, if you want to do that to me, I cannot run my business. I will die. So you want to make my life worse or what? I commit you this amount. You let me pay it off. After 5 years, I'll slowly pay it off. But you let me be alive again. That is how I got through my situation, you know. Because I took loan shark money, if you know, I didn't tell you the detail of my story. But that was how I got through my life. I told loan shark, you say you want to calculate me every month, might as well you take a knife, give it to me now. I mean, take it. I said, this is a knife, take it. Yeah. So that's how I did it. That is my mentor teach me. He said you must understand you are not the only account. Your life does not revolve in their life. You are not the only account. So go and tell them that. So I went and tell them. So at the same time I buy property. Because I don't need to pay, I buy property lah. You understand? And property go up, I refinance and pay back lah. And then my property is still there. So the amount of money I pay, another 10 years will grow back. Oh my God, I didn't lose money actually. It's opportunity cost. How many of you now know how to talk to a loan shark? Yeah, how I did it. It's how my mentor teach me. You know, sometimes our mentor is just one word will change your life. Yes? My mentor just tell me that, change my life. My mentor say, this is a property, buy. I said, buy, I will eat. Yeah, go and buy shop some more. I said, buy. He said, buy. I said, buy. He said, never ever not pay the installment. Whatever you do, make sure you pay the installment for the next 10 years. You'll be rich. He told me that. I don't understand. He told me that. I don't understand. I didn't come to your class. I didn't come to class like this. He told me that. I didn't understand. He said, no matter what you do, never not pay the installment. Must pay the installment. Okay. Okay. Hey, after paying, property went up. I refinance, pay all the cash. Now the loan shark come to my class. I'm not joking. Loan shark come to my class. Really? Bring the children come to my class. Serious. You can ask my staff. He didn't kill me. He stood up in the class to give me a testimonial. I got a shock. He stood up, he said, Adrian, you still remember me? I said, I know. He said, you borrowed money from me, remember? Oh my God. So all my students were there. I said, I owe you still? Do I have outstanding amount? He said, no. He said, today I bring my son. I was so touched. Yeah, serious, I'm not joking. So that's why I say property change life. You must understand the debt that you are committed, today is only 3,800 and you are committed 30 years. The longer it is, the cheaper it becomes. Do you understand? And the price is grow. Because of inflation. So take loan lah. Don't understand? Take loan. Take more loan.
Take more loan.
And make sure, but make sure you service the loan. So whatever rental you collect, whatever you have, both of them combined last for 10 years.
Yeah.
You calculate that. How to calculate that I'm teaching you now. Do you understand? Hello?
Okay.
Alright. So how many of you feel very full?
Hopeful.
Yes? Yes? Understand? Yeah. It will change your life. That's why I say you try Adrian. I said everyone I say that if this class after 3 days you think you cannot make $300,000, I will cut my head down. I'll let you sit. If you still feel that I'm not comfortable, you can kick my head. That is how sure I am in Malaysia. This is how I tell my Malaysian people. I say I'm here, you are lucky I'm here. You are lucky in your lifetime that you know Adrian this person.
Yes.
I say you pay the class for 1,000 US dollar, you don't get anything. Second day, you take your 1,000 away. I say I don't want that money. I say in Malaysia, I'm that arrogant. You know, I come here I cannot because you all Vietnamese. I have no friends. But in Malaysia, I say you come to my class, you are lucky you are coming to my class. Because in this world, no one care about you more than me in the world. I said, I am here because I've gone through it. I say that if you don't like my class, I will cut my head and let you sit. And my head is not good enough for you to sit, you can kick my head. I said, you try me. I said, this is how sure I am. Now, you all know it already. Correct? Can feel? Can you feel it?
Yeah.
You guys are now we go into employee first. Okay, now we need to go to employee first. So employee, we need to actually learn these few things, all right, before we go in more in depth, all right. Employee, this is how you build your network. Okay, so this is how you think. So everybody buy very differently. Okay, as I say, this is what we call employee. This is you and me working. All right, working can be reached also. Don't ever feel that working cannot be reached. No, I don't agree on that. See, you are an employee. You have two resources. One is your energy, and one is your time. When you are an employee, you are trading your time and your energy for money. Okay? So, in order for you to act, the keyword is called exit. Okay? Then can all of us say this word in Vietnamese? Exit. How? What? What bra? What bra? Okay, what bra? Đúng rồi. Okay. What
Cash
bra?
out.
Okay. This is the keyword. Let's say again. 3, 2, 1. What bra? Okay, good. So remember this keyword. This morning until lunch, remember this keyword. What bra? Okay. So how do you exit in life? Okay. So let me share with you now. How do you exit? Okay. Alright? So how do you exit? Okay? So this is how you exit. Okay? So we make money, okay? And then we have 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars. Okay? And then we also have a cost. There's probably 2-star cost. So we then have one money. We'll take this money and we will now understand buy property using loan. That one we understand. So far so good? Okay, now let me ask you this question. Right? Okay. One. Ask you a question. Okay. Can we get a mic? This mic. Can we get a mic? Yeah, thank you. Okay. One is young, so I'll try on him. First one is your dad. That's Daddy, that's son. You know how good it is, father and son come to class.
Yes.
Yeah, how
Very
many
good.
of you have mother and daughter also come to class? Really? Oh really? Oh so nice. Oh so nice. Yeah, how many of you are father, mother, bring children come to class? Really? Oh my God. Can we give them a round of applause? Yes, how good is it? How we wish that our parents bring us to class, yes? Yeah, very good. Okay, nowadays I say, Daddy, go class with you, don't want yeah. Anyway, how will I do?
I'm 30 this year.
30 this year. Let me ask you this question. Do you work for your dad or you work as an employee?
I'm an employee and also I have my business.
Very good. He's an employee. Good. Now, you can represent the majority of them. How many of you actually have a job? Nothing wrong. Have a job. Listen. Okay, very good. So I will teach you how to become a very wealthy employee. Want or not?
Yes.
Want or not?
Yes.
Yeah, let me see your life. Yeah. Now, you want to be wealthy. Okay. So in order for you to gain something, you must lose something. Yes.
Yes. It's an island of life.
In order for you to get something, you must sacrifice something. Yes.
Yes.
Sacrifice, not use. I mean, that's not a good word to use. Sacrifice. Yes. Okay. Now, you want to be wealthy. You make money. Now, how much are you willing to sacrifice, put aside a month in terms of US dollar if you want to be wealthy? If you really, I go drinking, I don't drink, no, I don't drink. If I do this, I don't do. This is nothing, I can save this money. So how much money you think you are willing to sacrifice every month if you really want to sacrifice this amount?
Right now I'm putting 40% of my income into investment.
How much is that 40%? US dollar, in terms of US dollar. Just simply say
2,000 US dollars.
2,000 US dollar. Wow.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, very good.
Oh.
Hey, give me a round of applause. Give me a round of applause. Very good. So we have a very right run. Okay. So, but 2,000 is not the normal person. Because he's an employee plus his own business. So it's fair. So, but if we say employee, can we start with 1,000 US dollar? Will you be comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every.
Yeah. Okay, now let me ask you this. Employee. Okay, let me ask you this. For whatever reason, okay, don't ask me why first. I just want to ask. Okay, if you really want to work until even night time, you will go out and you work, okay, as a bar employee, wiping the table or whatever. Okay. Extra. Can you make extra 1,000 US dollar a month? Is it possible? If you really want to push yourself, make additional 1,000 US dollar. Are you willing? Employee. Can you think of a way how to really make one more extra 1,000 US dollar every month? Extra. How many of you can? Raise your hand. Employee. Can. Raise your hand. You don't want that. Okay, now, those of you who cannot, I want you to say can. Imagine this, right? So now, so just hold on to the mic, don't worry, don't stress yourself. So now, Luan say, okay, I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to sacrifice on my drinking. I'm willing to sacrifice on my eating behavior. I'm willing to sacrifice on my spending. I'm willing to sacrifice not only that, and my extra time to do more work, so that I will suffer myself for this next 10 years. I'm willing to do it, and then there is 1,000 US dollar. Okay? Yeah? Okay? You see like that. Okay, now if you say 1,000 US dollar, that means to say you have 1,000 extra US dollar. Yes? Yes? Okay, good. Yes. So if you have 1,000 extra US dollar, okay, so you will think of a way how to buy a house. Okay, now you want to put a person in the house to stay, correct? You buy a house, you put a person in the house to stay. So that person is here. It's called your tenant, right? It's called your tenant. Okay. Your tenant also have a account. This is your active. This is your passive. Your tenant also have an active, also have a passive. Correct? Hello? Yes. Now, this is how it works. Okay? This is how it works. your tenant, alright, you have 1,000 here, okay? You want to buy a property, yeah? Buy a property that gives you 6% return. Understand what? 6% return. You want to buy a property that gives you 6% return. Yeah, I'm just thinking now, okay? So, if you buy a property, okay, 6%, whatever, 6% or 7%, it's okay. So now, the tenant, T-A-T-E-N-A-N, okay. The tenant also have to work, and they work to get money. Understand, Rupa? Okay? Okay, let's say, for example, we have $1,000 here. Okay, let's say the tenant here also have 1,000. Okay, just do that. Okay, you see. Now we take this 1,000. Okay. Oh yeah. 1,000. So you take this 1,000, you subsidize into the house. So you have 2,000 here. Okay. So 2,000 here, you multiply 130. Okay. That means to say you buy a property worth. Okay. Probably this is not for sale. This okay. Never mind. It will be 260,000 here. This is your property value. Okay. What I mean by that? Let me share with you this. Means to say, you buy a 260,000 US dollar. This is the formula. Huh? You buy a 260,000 US dollar property. Okay. How much are you paying every month? 2,000. Understand what? Understand? This is a formula. Huh? So you buy a 260,000 property, you pay how much? You pay 2,000. Okay? Now 2,000, your tenant pay 1,000, you pay 1,000. Means to say, you are getting 1,000 for this property, 260,000. Do you understand? You subsidize 1,000. Do you understand? Hello? Understand, huh? This is the formula if you are an employee. This is the formula how you calculate. Right? So probably, to demonstrate this, probably you have two tenants, much easier. Then you will understand. Make the story more believable. Two tenants. Understand? So each of them 500, 500. You understand? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so combined is 1,000. Okay? So you buy two 130,000 house. Understand?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
It's more believable. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Or you don't? How many of you don't understand? Okay, 1 person, 2 person, 3 person. Okay. 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 You have 1,000. Okay. You have one. The formula is okay. Easier than say I'm trying to tell you a story, but if you don't understand story, then I tell you the formula.
You're right.
If you are willing to sacrifice 1,000, you multiply 2. Then you multiply 130. Okay. Then you will get the amount of debt you can buy. Okay. Oh, like that is easier.
Easier.
So you ask what time. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay, okay.
It means to say we subsidize half of the installment. Do you understand?
Yeah.
We subsidize half of the installment. Okay, so if you are willing to sacrifice 1,000, I'll multiply 2. I'll multiply 130. That is the debt I can buy very safely. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, because if I pay 2,000, I get 1,000 rental. I think it's fair in the market, yes? Yeah? Yeah. So means to say, if you are able to do that, your cash flow will never die. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm teaching you the formula now.
Yeah.
Understand? Okay, so if you are willing to sacrifice 500 US dollar, let's say for example, 500 US dollar, okay, multiply 2 is 1000, multiply 130 is you buy a 130,000 house. Do you understand now? Hello? 30,000 house. You understand?
Yeah.
So, means to say, you are getting a rental of 500. You understand? And then your 500 you are subsidizing. Can your rental be 550? Possible?
Yeah.
Then you are lesser. So I'm calculating the highest risk. Do you understand? Do you understand? So if you have 500, you buy 130,000 house. If you have 1,000, you buy 260,000 house, 2 houses. Do you understand? Hello? This is what I mean by 2 houses. Do you understand? You understand? So means to say you are buying 2 houses. You understand?
Yes.
Each of these is 130, 130. Total is 260. You understand? Hello? So this is 500 multiplied to 1,000. Understand so far?
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes.
Good. So now you are able to understand this. So means to say, if you are able to do this, can you see this? You are able to do this 10 years, how much do you think it will go? 500,000 possible? Possible? Possible, huh? Okay, now if that is the case, then let's do the mathematics. You make, so in 10 years, what happened? You make 240,000, yes? Yes?
Yes.
Let's calculate the risk. Fair?
Mm.
Correct? Okay. How do you calculate the risk? Now, this is the key. Okay? Now, I want to teach you what is this called. Which you already learned. Okay? Amortization. You buy a property of 260, yes? You are paying every month at 2,000, yes? Yeah, 2,000. Correct? Hello?
Yeah. Around.
Okay. Now, you split that interest and principal, yes? Interest is how many percent? 70. Principal is 30%, yes? Okay. 1,400. And this is 600. So here is your money, no problem. Yes? Hello? Now, this is your installment on interest, yes? Hello? That is, installment is 2,000, yes? From here, understand? Okay? Okay, now, how much are we getting a rental from? 1,000, yes? So, here we have 1,000, yes? Hello? You are paying 1,004, you are getting 1,000, yes? Hello? So far okay, huh? Then we are negative at 400, yes? Per month. Yes? Multiply 12 months. 4,800, yes?
Yes.
Multiply 10 years. 14,000 negative, yes? This is your risk. Do you understand now? Okay, so now we transfer the risk here. Risk and amortization. 10 years. Yes? Correct? Therefore, we need to minus off 40,000. What's our reward? 200,000 reward. With 1,000 sacrifice every month. Congratulations. You understand now? So how many 500 you have? I ask you this question. Or should I say, in this case, how many 1,000 you have? If you have two 1,000, you multiply that 2. Means to say you will have 400,000 in reward. Do you understand? When the property double. And this case, we didn't double the property. Do you understand now? Hello? Okay. How many of you now, employee, think if you do this, you are richer than your boss? Raise your hand. Yeah. Saving will never get you there. You mark my word. Saving will never get you there. Only leveraging it. Do you understand? Hello? Because now the property is worth 500,000. Yes? Property value after 10 years or one quantum, I should say. Probably, can it be 7 years? Is it possible? In Vietnam? Yeah. Can it be 6 years? Is it possible? Is it possible? Yes. Yeah. So means to say, in another quantum, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, this will become $1 million. OMG. And forever you don't need to pay anymore. OMG. You don't even get the level. You are a millionaire. Understand? You will change your life completely. Understand? And then you refinance that 1 million and 80%, and then your loan size is only 260,000. Do you understand? You can easily refinance for 300,000 or 400,000. Why not? Give it to your children. Let them go study. Because another 10 years, when you refinance, get them to school, they come back, they pay for the installment.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
Of course. Your money will never lose. Because another 10 years, you become easily 1.8 to 2 million US dollar.
Yes.
Happy?
Yeah. Now I know why your daughter had 2 houses.
And now you know why my daughter has 2 houses. Yes.
The next quantum.
Yeah, because my daughter is 18 years old, 19 years old. I told her your life will never need to worry about money. You just need to be a good girl. That's it. A good children, good child to parents, a good wife to your husband, and a good person to the society. Don't have to worry money anymore in your life. Is it beautiful?
Yes.
Yes. So the key is how much are you willing to sacrifice every month? You ask yourself that. That is your answer. You understand now? So the formula is, I'm willing to sacrifice 1,000 US dollar, multiply 2. Do you understand now? Multiply 130. This is the debt that you can buy. You want to buy more? You work harder in your active income. Do you understand? And then with your saving, in case the property is not rented out, you can use your saving to hedge.
Yeah.
You need extra cash. You understand?
Yeah.
Don't go blindly and buy. I'm worried that you will die. Don't die. Don't die on me. I need to see your success. You understand? So the question now you need to ask. You see, many people don't save money because they don't have a reason why they should save money. Many people don't go and do second job, third job. because they don't have a reason why they should work so hard. You understand what I'm trying to say, fellow employees? Now we have all the reason to remain as employee, but work harder and work smarter. Working hard is important, but working smarter is even more important.
Yes.
You understand? Working hard is a must in a human being. You need to work hard. Like for me, I'm working. I love to work. I enjoy my work. I change people's life. So that's why I'm telling you, as an employee, don't ever look down at yourself. Because being in business might not be such a good idea also. You understand? Because being in business is a torture. How many of you business person you agree what I say? Raise your hand. Yeah. It's serious. I've sacrificed so much. Serious. But you talk about successful, people think I'm successful, but money is never enough. My mother, to tell you, employee, listen, my mother, her kidney, she's a dialysis patient for 11 years.
Oh.
She's blind for 8 years.
Blind.
You know at that time, when I don't have money, I cannot do anything. Serious. And when I say I don't have money, you know, every month my business turnover is 100 to 200,000 US dollars. And I say I don't have money. Only business people can understand. My business turnover is 100 to 200,000. At that time I was very young, it's around 30 plus 30. I still have loan shark to pay. I still have a lot of obligation to pay. Every month, sometimes 300,000 US dollars. Business turnover. And I still say I don't have money. You know, one time I went back, I brought 1,000 US dollars in my pocket. I went back, I still remember. It's not exactly 1,000 US dollars, 800 US dollars, but it's okay. Just tell you. 1,000 US dollars. I went back, I wanted to give my mother. That time, my mother was happy. You know, that age, her mood is very good. So I saw her mood is very good. I went to the toilet. My mother was blind. I went to the toilet. I said, I want to go to the toilet. I go to the toilet. I took the money out from my pocket. Come on, guys. Please. Alright. I took the money out from my wallet. Right? The money, 1,000 US dollars. I want to give my mother. I keep 500 back into my pocket. I take that 500 I give to my mother. You know how lousy now I feel? Being in business, I need to be happy for this 500 US dollars. I kept that, not giving my mother. And now my mother is not here. I can buy the whole hospital for her. But I cannot do that anymore. That is how and why I hate business. I'm not joking with you. I'm very, very, heart-sickening to know this. You understand? Because in business, you look at this, I tell you, many people don't know how to run businesses. I'm not joking. I'm one of them. My mother is no longer. That's why I hate business so much. I committed suicide because of peer pressure of the business people that are hanging around you. I look at them as successful. I don't know how to face them because I owe money. I lose money in the stock market. I don't know how to face them because of my face. I'm going to commit suicide. This is the sacrifice you need to do when you do business. It's not easy. And I hate doing business because no people teach me. And I force myself today to learn this skill, to teach people. And I found the right formula. This is why I say, if I say number 2 in this world to help people, I don't think so many can say number 1. So that's why I tell all of us here today. As an employee, I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to the business people, because you and me is the same. We understand how lousy sometimes business can be. But an employee, don't fancy us. If you can, you live a good life working. It's okay. Employee, what you need to do, you take care of the employer's business as if your own. You don't need a single cent resources, and you will also get rewarded. Just be the number 2 of the company. Good enough. That's how you do it. In this context, I always say this, but it's very crude, not nice to say it, but I can tell you this is the truth. The general, if you look at the dynasties, people who built dynasties, kingdoms, if you look at their heart, they were generals before, some not. But when they want to take over a kingdom or want to build a kingdom, they sacrifice many things. Even probably scars, wound in their flesh,
Yes.
their family. They sacrifice so many things.
Yes.
And they sacrifice time, they sacrifice their psychology, their mental, sometimes breakdown, to find, to get, to conquer something. 5 years, 10 years, not enough, some even 20 years to get to be the king in a kingdom. I tell you one thing, it only takes one person to take the whole kingdom away. Who is that person? The queen.
Yes.
The queen don't need to fight. The queen need to sleep with the king one night and done. Yes? No need to struggle. In Sun Tzu Art of War, there's 36 strategies. One of the strategies is what? Yeah, 美人计. The beauty scheme. Yeah. So employee, my advice to you, don't need to carry all the wounds and pains. You just need to sleep with the boss. Hey, enough, hey, no. Hey, when I say sleep with the boss, does not mean your body. Sleep with the company. Right? You understand? The kingdom is already been built. You just need to make it happen. You understand or not? Why do you have to struggle with your brain? So employee might not be such a bad idea. Okay. Like client is client. That is client, right? So yeah, that's it. Hey, show them your watch. That's Rolex. How many of you notice she wear a Rolex? That's it. I buy for her. She's my second person. For company, she's my second. She's my second man. She's been in the hotel for 17 years. I picked her up. Now she's with me for 5 years, almost 6 years. Yeah. I just bought a house. $400,000. I just bought one for her. $400,000. The Rolex I bought for her. I bought so many things for her. I even the mother like to eat crab. So I peel crab for her mother. Yeah. Gabriel stand up. Gabriel joined me 6 years. When he joined me, he got only one property. Now, how many property you have? Right? 9. Very literally bought factory for him and her. We open up one company called the Holding Company. That company buy a factory, 3 of us 33% each. I bought for 2 of them. Yeah. You see, don't compare yourself with me. I make a lot of money. What I'm trying to say is, there's big gift. To me, this is, some people small business, when they give, they also give very big, but the amount is from the heart. Do you understand? Yeah. A lot of people, if she's like that, you think she's my third wife. Yes? Second wife. Luckily, she's not like that. A lot of people misunderstand. It's okay. But what I'm trying to say is, employee, you just need to be this word.
Stick with
Intelligent, a good leader. You need to learn the skill. You need to learn the business. A lot of people say, an employee say, I need money so that I can run business. I can tell you one thing. Who tell you when you have money, you know how to run a business? Who tell you that? A person who is smart do not need money to run a business. It's just you are accustomed to the world outside you. It's your parents, a lot of people surround you. You just don't know the method. Who tell you when you have money, you will make more money? Who tell you that? Wrong. Wrong. You don't know how to do it. A person who knows how to make money don't need money to make money. You might feel that I talk rubbish. You might feel that I talk not logic. Who tell you that? Because you don't understand. I tell you one thing for sure. Well, the secret is hidden from the normal people. I can tell you one thing for sure. I go and look for it. I learn it to teach. You understand? So I really want you all to understand this, employee. I'm speaking to you now. Don't look down on yourself. You are better than what you are today. It's just that you keep learning, keep moving. Be in the right circle. Learn from the right person. Get a mentor. You understand? So I hope on this session as an employee, you will feel hopeful that you are not alone. Alright, employee? How many of you feel very good now? Raise your hand. Yes. Don't think that you cannot. Never ever think you cannot. You just need to sleep with the boss. Company. Understand? Right? Company. Okay, bosses, let me ask you this question. We show them. Bosses, let me put you in a scenario. Bosses, if last year you are able to make 200,000 US dollars, this is the last year, okay? And suddenly your employee comes to you. He says, boss, I'll make you 300,000, sorry, I'll make you 500,000 US dollars. Would you be happy?
Yes.
Yeah? He said, boss, I come to you, you make 200, I make 300, 500,000. 300,000 extra. Boss, I don't want anything. I just want 10% of the 300,000 as my bonus. Possible?
Okay.
How many bosses, if a person walks to you, he said, boss, if I do this, I don't make any, I make less than 500,000, you don't give me a single cent. How many of you bosses are willing to let the person try? Raise your hand. Yeah. See? Why you need to work so hard? Sleep with them. That's it. Understand? It's the work. It's very logic. So don't say that, oh no, I want to leave my boss and go and do other places. Why? Why you need to do that? Unless your boss he says, teacher, you don't understand my boss. How many of you say the same thing? You don't understand my boss. Very difficult. All very good. Very simple. If your boss is a very difficult person, what you do? Go to their competitor. That's it. You understand? Yeah. You are understand? So making money is not difficult. A lot of people think it's difficult. It's very simple. One keyword. Remember this. And for the employee now, become a good leader. Learn new skills. Become a good leader. You might feel that you cannot. I can tell you, you can. You cannot say, but I'm very passive. I don't like to talk. Who tell you cannot? Warren Buffett. He talk a lot now.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Warren Buffett don't talk too much. He's a quiet person, correct? He's a very passive person. Yes or no? Yeah. So who tell you passive person cannot be rich? Cannot be a good leader? Who tell you that? But I'm an accountant. Who tell you cannot be good in running your boss business? Who tell you? It's because you don't learn new skills. You need to learn new skills. Understand? Yeah. If I tell you, I can teach you how to become a good leader, and you become very successful by becoming a good leader and exceed in your own wealth, being wealthy. How many of you would like to learn this from me? Yeah. It's not difficult at all. And if you don't learn it from me, you will learn it from other people. You can do it. Because what we want is one more extra $1,000. Understand, everybody? One more extra $1,000. If you are willing to make two extra $1,000, congratulations. If you are willing to make $3,000 extra, congratulations. Because multiply 2, multiply 130, you will get your answer on that. Do you understand now?
Yes.
That is the reason why we need to understand magic formula. If you don't understand magic number, you cannot get that number so easily. Do you understand? Yeah. So that is why I teach you magic number. If you don't get magic number, you don't know how to apply. Even if you know magic number, you don't know how to use it, also no point. So the key is, if you are willing to sacrifice $1,000 every month, multiply 2 times 130, you will get to buy debts safely. Learn something? This is the question you just asked. Correct? Yes. You just multiply 2, multiply 130. Learn something? Very good. We'll take a 15-minute break. Okay? Break. And then I will talk to the people who have business. I will share with you.